Yes, good luck to you.
Thank you for the kind introduction from Dr. Tin. So it is this last slide I have just to present yesterday. Now I change a little from to new slide. So it's my life today is the endovascular solution for the aortic management. So because today I had some friend in Thailand, Dr. Chong Kong. So he has a little so much experience about for the PMEG. So I want to sharing about a little about the PMEG and how I do it. So you know that for this okay, always difficult work beside to in deployment in the aortic act, you know that because depend on the anatomy, depend on the physiology. So all the way to challenging for the vascular surgeon and cardiologist and cardiovascular surgeon too. So I had a lot of aortic act option. So I think is something is approved in Vietnam and something is not approved. So we try to use something very useful, less money. Economic for this patient in Vietnam. That's why I try use the fenestration like the Professor Shu and Dr. Boon in Thailand. So fenestration is a window or a hole in a graft. It can be a round, rectangle, or square or something. So I focus in about for in vitro fenestration like on table fenestration and the next technique for in situ I will prepare the next time for the AFVS. So almost an indication for the total endovascular, maybe most common factor leading to the exclusion from the open repair includes. Maybe you can discuss with the heart team in the aortic team. So cardiovascular surgeon maybe refuse because something very severe and the patient conditional is not approved. Why we try to the endovascular for the aortic act. So in Vietnam, we don't have the CMD because maybe CMD is the best option for this patient, but angulation, the high kinking of the graft, so ascending diameter or large sheet, or maybe not for the using repair. So and in Vietnam, the CMD not available now, and it's the reason why you try use a PMED for this patient. I always myself to sizing and planning. So CTA planning always very important. You can use the software planning, maybe oversizing, depend on the aortic act disease, maybe to 10-20% for the aneurysm or B type, and maybe less than 10% to aortic dissection. And I strongly recommend that I use the outer cup like this when you do the make to planning when the PMED for the X. So I had some experience sharing about the variant capital for metronics and graph modification. Always careful with the bear capture. When you lose the bear, something very dangerous. You don't maybe take 1 or 2 hours. You can to fix it from this delivery. So always make a penetration by guide wire or snare or something. You can use the S marker for the extra marker and center line. You remember of the variance then graph is a flat spot and the 12 o'clock make the point need to be turned vertical to the round 6 o'clock, and the stand graph is not allowed to rotate every time after entering from the femoral artery until we reach the aortic lesion. So I can see you, it is center line of variant capital. You can see the 3 points. From the first point in the capital, in the second point in my hand, and the next, the third point is the flat spot. I always set I call that is center line of variant capital, and you make the exactly center line. You can move the stand from through the femoral go to aortic. When you come the stand from the femoral, you all the way take the penetration below 6 o'clock, and after that you move on the device go inside. So go inside laterally all the way to put inside the outer cup, very thick for this patient. So always it is the important thing when you do the PMED for this patient with variant. So for the example, you can see this is my device. I prepare before I insert from to the femoral for this patient. You can see that when you approve this then grab all the way to outer cup in the outside for the aortic act, and you can check again with the marker. Is the marker with everything okay from the outer skirt? Everything okay, stable. You can open the stent graft very easier and exactly to the point when you come. So sometimes you can have to the very kinking of the or maybe the outlet of the RTX very sharp. You can use the loading preloading wire. So if you use the preloading wire, you can open all of the stand. After that, you use the marker and use the preload wire inside through the delivery through the outside. And this is my modify. When you see that, when you take the real wire from the branco artery from the left side. After that, you can control everything and maybe turn up and turn around and turn around until the stand grab may be open. This marker like this. Always careful about the wire maybe wrapping posterior or anterior like this. It's not okay when you open. Only when everything stable like this, you can open the stand grab. You get better. So this is some my case. I use a preload wire. I depend on you. You can use a preload wire from 218 13.5, or you can use some guide wire from V18 to use the preload wire. It's for me in Vietnam very easier. You can use a Terimo wire, a short wire to the 2060 centimeter. It's easier. You can take from to Brasilia and through 2 wire. You can open the stand grab. You can see that. When I push the stand grab for the outtake egg, you can see the preload wire maybe not wrapping over the stand grab. If it's stable, you can open everything like this and use a balloon and put the stand to the LSA. Sometimes you can use a corner technique, but I sound a little okay. So I have a little scare about for total endo by corner technique, because sometimes when you use the corner technique, you can see that you can take too much. Sometimes the right and fork of the stand is not good, maybe broken, or you can do the cut of the stand maybe occlude the vessel target. And I had some experience with the Relay Plus or Relay Pro Terumo this stand grab. So because the Relay Plus or Relay Pro from Terumo, you have the outer seat very easier. You can do reseat again a little easier than more than the variant capital from Medtronic. I always use this marker. I call the D marker. When the D marker lies the E marker and the outer curve, everything is okay. And this is the center line of the Terumo. You can see that this is a center line. You can use a center line to make the outer curve like this and check the hole, everything okay, you can open. This is some video. When I open the stand, I can use a lighting cutter and to make a hole. That depends on you. You can make a big hole, side hole, depend on the anatomy, depend on the lesson. If the lesson in the inner curve, you can should try to use the open very big hole. So the lesson in the outer curve, you should try use a small curve. I think it's a better, but sometimes everything don't like it. Careful about put the light cutter, because sometimes you have to burning. So again, maybe I compare a little with my variant and the relay, because from the relay you have the outer curve. Very easy for me. It's very easier. You can control and receive to the owner of the device inside very easier. Yeah, you can see that only one operator you can receive, not only too much time. So this is some case. If for the zone 2, so the zone 0. It depends on you. You can use a preload wire from to Relay Plus, but a little difficult, because the device from the Terumo we have more safer. You can use a take a puncher maybe harder more than in the variant capital. So we have some way you can use by hand. You can use my device. You can see that this is my device to reduce the type of stand. You can use a grabber from the TAVI to the Z6 from the stand. So it should be noted that the distance between the X segment should be not compressed for every time, and stand grab maybe should rotate and everything is stable when you put inside, because you don't want to make layer or reline the marker from the penetration hole. So I comment a little about for to make a hole. In the past, I only to no marker. I only to take a hole like this, and after that I can see sometimes I lost the penetration. I use a corner guide wire like from 14. But when you check under fluoroscopy. Maybe it's not enough. So I train a little from the VST. So now I train to the snare merit. So I think it's a double snare is better. It's a marker, everything is stable, everything is clear when you check inside for this patient. So everything you can do everything, but always careful about for to the complication. I talked so many times about this patient from the aortic eye. I can see the image. I see embolic, but my patient always dead by major stroke. Be very careful about major stroke because you had a lot of things. You do a lot of things nearly about from the both of three vessel from the aortic eye. So I think when you do new technique or something, maybe technical success more very high, but always careful about for the mortality, careful about complication by major stroke, especially in the aortic eye. So I think it's an open repair is still the good standard for all of us. Hybrid repair, I think is the same. This presentation from Professor Ước and Professor Chang Shu is still the best choice for this patient. It's fit for the surgery, but endovascular is feasible and the option for the high-risk patient. I think the PMEG is flexible and emergency and high-risk patient, but the long-term follow-up in it. So I think that in the near future, total endovascular repair will become produced in a choice in the most case in the near future in Vietnam. So thank you for the attention.